Spider-Man teams up with some morally flexible heroes to take down Hammerhead, the ruthless crime boss with a head tougher than his moral compass. But things go sideways faster than Batman's parents on date night, as Hammerhead is not playing by the old rules. Instead of brute force, he's gone full corporate manipulator, convincing Elektra and Black Cat to join his side. Suddenly outnumbered, Spidey and his remaining allies brace for impact as a fierce battle ignites. The fight quickly escalates, turning the room into a chaotic mess of fists, blades, and questionable life choices. Hours pass as neither side gives an inch. Finally, fed up and exhausted, Spider-Man webs up the combatants like a frustrated parent tying down unruly kids and calls the police captain, hoping the cavalry will clean up the mess he's made. As he watches the gangsters struggle helplessly in their sticky restraints, a rare sense of accomplishment washes over him. Not bad for a night's work. With a satisfied nod, he pulls out his phone and dials Captain John DeWolf, already crafting a smug, if slightly awkward explanation about the neatly gift-wrapped criminals waiting for pickup. But just as he thinks he's in the clear, Elektra frees herself, slicing through Spider-Man's webs like they're cheap Halloween decorations. She hurls a dagger that barely misses Spider-Man's head, turning his phone call from casual check-in to abrupt panic mode. As Spider-Man grapples with Elektra, her blade flashes in the dim light, sharp, efficient, merciless, cutting her allies loose in seconds. The battle spirals into full-blown chaos, fists and steel colliding in a storm of violence. Meanwhile, Hammerhead isn't here to fight, he's here to win. With a predatory grin, he seizes the moment, ripping away Moon Knight's mask. The silver-clad vigilante recoils, but it's too late. Click. A camera phone captures the moment. Hammerhead stares at the screen, satisfied, his voice dripping with smug triumph. "I own you now!" It's not just a threat, it's a death sentence. A loaded gun in the form of a JPEG. He smirks like a man who just stole your identity and ordered 10 TVs on your credit card. Outside, sirens wail, a stark reminder that time is running out. But for Moon Knight, the damage is already done. Spider-Man lunges at Elektra, and the two clash in a furious exchange of blows while Black Cat watches from the shadows. Elektra quickly gains the upper hand, countering every move with ruthless precision. She pummels Spider-Man relentlessly, overwhelming him with brutal strikes before delivering a devastating kick that launches him straight through the window. Glass shatters. Spider-Man plummets through the air before crashing back first onto a police car below, the impact crumpling metal beneath him. Dazed and barely conscious, he blinks against the flashing lights, only to realize he's surrounded. Guns drawn, officers shouting orders. Just as they move in to cuff him, Captain DeWolf rushes onto the scene, shoving through the chaos. "Stand down! Let him go!" she commands. The tension hangs thick in the air as the officers hesitate, waiting for the next move. Spider-Man barely has time to process what just happened. Suddenly, Big-Ass Forehead gets yeeted out the window, arms flailing like a ragdoll in a tornado. Glass explodes around him, and for a moment, it looks like Hammerhead's about to kiss the pavement at terminal velocity. But nope! Spider-Man swings in like a one-man safety net, webbing Hammerhead up mid-air before he can paint the sidewalk. Before Hammerhead even knows what's happening, he's completely mummified, wrapped up like the world's angriest burrito. Meanwhile, Elektra's still on her murder spree, but she's about to have a problem. Black Cat steps up, and by steps up, I mean she slaps the absolute hell out of Elektra, claws out full force. Elektra doesn't just take that. Oh no, she fires back with a brutal kick that sends Black Cat flying into the wall so hard she might as well be redecorating the place with her spine. Felicia groans, probably rethinking her life choices, while Elektra looms over her, sigh raised, ready to finish this fight the hard way. Felicia's eyes widen. This is it. But then, Elektra freezes. Her body shudders, eyes going blank, and suddenly, she drops to her knees. And just like that, she's dead. Felicia stares, stunned, before spotting the cause, a blade embedded deep in Elektra's skull. She slowly turns her head. Moon Knight, lying on the floor, hand still extended from his final throw. Felicia grins. Oops. Without hesitation, she grabs Elektra's body and tosses her straight out the window like last night's garbage. No ceremony, no second thought. With Elektra out of the way, Black Cat rushes to free Iron Fist, ready to cut him loose. But Iron Fist has other plans. Before Felicia can react, he grabs her by the throat with a vice-like grip, slamming her back against the wall. His eyes burn with pure fury. "I should kill you right here." Felicia chokes out a gasp, realizing real quick, this just went from bad to worse. The cavalry finally arrives, guns drawn, Captain DeWolf leading the charge. "Police! Freeze!" But there's no one left to freeze. The battle is over. The room is a wreck, littered with webbed-up criminals and one lifeless body, Moon Knight. DeWolf lowers her weapon, scanning the room. Something about this doesn't sit right. Meanwhile, Spider-Man perches on a rooftop, watching the cops mop up the mess below. "Fell headfirst into a car. Lucky I still have a head." Tonight was rough, even by Spidey standards. That's when Felicia shows up. See? I had a damn good day. Spidey whips around, still sore, still pissed. You sided with that idiot. Seriously, you suck. Felicia shrugs. She knows. Peter doesn't hold back. You have so much going for you, and this is what you do? Running with guys like that? You're better than this. Felicia finally drops the smug act. Kingpin killed my father. That does things to you. She looks away, then back at Peter, softer now. I was wrong today, okay? For once, she means it. Spidey is done. Absolutely done. You want to make it up to me? Stay away from me. But Felicia? Oh no, she's not letting him off that easy. She chases after him, batting her eyelashes like this is a rom-com and not a night of absolute chaos. I had a life-changing experience, she insists. Peter sighs, already regretting every decision that led to this moment. Felicia, in full seduction mode, grabs Spidey by the suit and pulls him close. Do you want to kiss me? She purrs. Peter, completely malfunctioning, short-circuits like a Windows 98 computer. Can I? Felicia doesn't wait for an answer. She's ready. Let's do it. Peter Parker, for the first time in his life, is not in control of anything happening. Felicia yanks off this mask, ready to meet the Spider-Man, a grizzled anti-hero, a Frank Miller wet dream with trauma so thick you could bottle it and sell it at Hot Topic. What she gets, Peter Parker, looking like he just rage quit Fortnite to make his 8 p.m. curfew. This isn't a man who walks the line between justice and chaos. This is a kid who still says heck and heck unironically. That smile, pure Disney Channel sidekick energy. Bro's got a face smoother than a Jim Lee variant cover, and the emotional depth of a How to Talk to Girls YouTube tutorial. Felicia's brain short circuits. She was prepped to seduce a tortured soul, not a human golden retriever. Her femme fatale persona evaporates faster than Gwen Stacy's relevance in the 2010s. Felicia's entire worldview is collapsing in real time. She stares at Peter, her mouth opening and closing like she's trying to form a sentence but keeps buffering. You're just a little... she mutters, her voice cracking under the weight of pure regret. Then it all clicks. This isn't a man. Felicia's stomach flips. Her body physically rejects the situation. Without a word, she hunches forward and violently hurls, right onto Peter's tiny little web shooter. Peter freezes, staring down at the crime scene on his costume like he just watched his childhood dreams die in real time. Felicia? She's already in full sprint, escaping like she just committed a federal crime. Peter stands there, vomit-covered, traumatized, and forever changed. This is officially the worst night of his entire existence. Peter drags himself home, looking like he just went 12 rounds with life itself, and lost. His body aches, his pride is non-existent, and he's pretty sure he still smells like vomit. But before he can even process his latest L, he steps inside and boom! Aunt May. Did you skip school again today? Peter freezes. His Spidey sense is screaming, not about danger, but about how screwed he is. May isn't mad, she's disappointed. The worst kind. I won't live in a house of lies, Peter. If I have to speak to you about this again, I'm kicking you out. Can I be any more clear? Peter just stands there, shell-shocked. He survived Hammerhead. He survived Elektra. He even survived Black Cat's digestive system. But this? This might be the first fight he actually loses, and as the door slams behind him, one thing is painfully clear. Tomorrow, he's still gotta do his damn homework. Alright guys, if you enjoyed watching Peter Parker take L after L, from getting his ass kicked off to getting hit with the most violent rejection in history, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Because trust me, with the way Spidey's luck is going, there's plenty more pain to come. See you in the next one.